we've come up to Mamtor to meet up with a few people with vans, and this is one that Daryl's been having a look at. It's an old ambulance. It's more of the name later. We'll have a look inside in a minute, but this from the outside is a very smart vehicle. And as we'll see, there are chihuahuas inside on board, but it's got all the lights still. I think they're disconnected, so it's all legal. But, let's have a look inside. So this one is based on a Vauxhall Movano, and quite a nice long wheelbase one again. Okay, so who's going to be talking?
You. Jessica.
Decisions. So let's have a look inside then. This is very different to anything we've seen before. We've got the bed, fixed bed as usual.
Bit worried about the lap dancing pole.
So,
Yeah, should we put it back in?
What's that?
the ambulance lockers are still in, but the doors have been taken off and sprayed on the inside so they can be cleaned from the outside without any problem. And so, right, so who's going to tell me what you've done? Come on.
Pop the table back in. There we
Oh,
are.
it's not a lap dancing
No,
pole,
not
is it?
quite. It's a table. Okay, this
Okay.
is our Burro Ambulante. We've got
You're going to have to explain that.
it's Spanish for travelling donkey, although it looks very much like ambulance, which is
Yeah.
kind of part and parcel of paying homage to the beautiful machine that it is. We've got all of the cabinets still in here from when it was an ambulance, including the containers that the bandages were kept in. Pretty much 90% of everything in here has been recycled, either from house or ambulance. We use it to store our clothes in.
That is one way of keeping your pants nice and tidy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
It just
I'm
makes it
embarrassed
easier.
when we think about our lockers now.
Just makes it easier to grab them when they're all rolled up. So everything has its home. I have so much storage. Again, we've got ablutions, towels, dog blankets. We've got toiletries, so toilet roll, hand wash, everything, because underneath it is our best seat in the
Best
house,
seat in the house. Oops.
which is our very useful, very handy commode. Very basic function. We've
So,
got
what sort of toilet is it? It's not a cassette toilet, is it, you say?
no, it's genuinely the most basic toilet seat,
Yeah.
bucket.
Yeah.
Inside we've got the bags. We use lemon fresh bags to try and help with the smell.
Right. So no chemicals or anything? It's
No,
just
literally just bag it and
Right.
bin it.
bag it and bin it.
Bag it and
Yeah.
bin it.
And then
I don't even know where to start. There's so much.
there is microwave, so you've got an inverter.
We do, yes. We've got the electrical hookup on the outside
Yeah.
for on a campsite. We've got the inverter. I believe we've got 240 volts we've got the two sockets.
Yeah.
So in one of them is the inverter and the others are 240 volts, and we also have a generator, so we've got 3 different types,
Yeah.
just in case. We've got the switches all in here.
Uh-huh.
So we've got hot water, red light, and the cold water, blue light. Inverter, battery charger.
Right, yeah.
These seats, which are NHS blue, of course, give us extra storage again, because underneath this one, the whole seat themselves, when we bought them, were all fixed.
Yeah.
Neil took the tops off, created storage underneath. Here we are, if I lift it right up, we can see. Ooh. And he's put some wood on the front, which we've put Fablon on. So, blow up awning, very important, because anyone who's been camping, it is the main cause of arguments on the campsite, putting up the awning. So within 5 minutes it's up, less than that probably. Oh, and I have to show, as I've got this open, almost my most favourite part. It's almost the most favourite part of the van, which is our washing machine.
Oh, right, yes.
So of course you've got pops in, and then we can,
Pummel.
yep, and keep everything clean.
Right.
And we've got the clothes hangers, because once you've got a whole load of wet clothes, you need somewhere to dry them.
You do?
And if the weather's not great and you need to dry it inside, you don't want wet, soggy clothes hanging around. I have to spin you around, because behind you is our clothes hanger. The door closes even with the clothes up,
Yeah.
because underneath here is our gas heater, which will dry the clothes and of course keep us warm when it's a little bit cooler out. This is a proper oven.
Yeah.
Again, this is gas. Proper oven from a canal boat, I believe.
Yeah.
It was an eBay purchase. And I can have my pizzas even when I'm not at home.
Oh. So it's not Ridge Monkey pizzas, it's
No, I'm
proper
afraid
pizzas.
not, no. I did say to Neil when we were planning the ambulance that if I were to cook, which is a very rare thing because I can't cook, I needed the oven right by the door. So if I set
Just
anything
in
on
case.
fire, it could go out, yes.
And Neil was saying he's made hinges and everything for brackets.
Oh yes, he's been very clever. This is the heart of the ambulance. This was the cabinet that came with the ambulance. It was fixed on that side. We moved it here because of my requirement with the cooking. We've got the tap, and underneath here, which looks, we've got one chopping area right there. This opens up. You can get to the sink, mind the towel. And it fixes up, giving us chopping space for when I'm doing the dishes, because cleaning is my job. I've got my washing bowl which fits in our sink, and I can wash, rinse, easy peasy, and everything goes away.
Yeah. And the bed is...
The bed is my most favourite part of the ambulance.
nice and big.
Well, we're only 5'7", so you would think our first instinct was just to have a fixed bed, and we thought that it would be sufficient space. We'd cuddle up, it'll be all right. Turns out after the first night of trying to sleep like that, it's not. You need more space, you do need to stretch out. So this here, the headboard, is actually a cot mattress, which Neil's managed to put on. He's fixed it temporarily whilst we're moving around. At the bottom, which I can't quite get to at the moment, it's got a very clever little claw, so one side is shorter than the other, and that fits onto the edge of the bed here.
Right.
We've got straps which cling onto the grab rails, and then we have a super king size bed.
Wow.
So when I don't want to cuddle in, which is very rare, but we've got extra space. The best feature is that setup, popping it so it comes out here, we can do on the other side of the bed.
Right.
So if we've got the doors open, we have different straps which fit onto the clothes. No, they're not clothes. They are, they're coat hooks. They're just coat hooks on the edge, on the actual doors. So when it's fully open, we could put the bed out there and look at the stars.
Oh, great. And you've got the air conditioning still in?
Yes, the air conditioning is very important, because down here, underneath our bed, are our chihuahuas. And they're being quiet at the moment. I pop it open, we might get one out. There they are. Hey babies. Hey, you can't come out there. You need to go back in your bed. Come on, bedtime. Back you go.
They're behaving very well.
They are being very good.
While we're talking.
There they are. And this is another invention of Neil's. Pops them in and they know it's time to go to sleep.
Lovely. And we've got the TV.
We have our TV. We've got sets of DVD series for whilst we're away to watch on there, because we can use the bed as a day bed as it is, or we can spin it out because it's on one of these brackets.
Oh yeah.
And then we can watch it
While
sitting here.
And a music centre.
Of course. The record player.
Record player.
With our very clever donuts that Neil made. This material here, if you can see, the top of the cabinet, this is the same as the table, and it's from this unit that the kitchen's made from.
Yeah.
So it's all the same fabric. We've reused it, shaped it, put Fablon on, and the donuts stop the record player from moving. So apart from my cups, which I do put away when we're driving, there is not a single noise from the back of the ambulance.
And we've got guitars.
Yes, we have guitars
as well
too. Neil wants to try and teach me a few tunes. I'm learning slowly.
Well, that's my aim in life, is to learn the guitar. It can't be hard when all the youngsters can play. That's my theory.
I think it's very hard. I can't do it.
I agree.
And this is our stealth hatch.
Yeah.
It was originally much smaller. If I scoot this table out the way. Here we are. It only came up to here, and it had a little window in that the ambulance crew would have used in its past life. So Neil extended it to make it larger, which means that if we are stealth camping, parking up in a residential area, or there's just other campers around and we don't want to be slamming the doors getting in and out, we can just climb through. Which is brilliant. And it gives me a kitchenette area for food storage, because I can reach through and I can grab all of our food, which is kept in the food box. This box came again with the ambulance, and everything stays really cool. We decided not to bother getting a small fridge or anything extra fancy. We just have a cool box again, which we can reach through from the inside, and the cable pulls through and we can charge it up from in here, so we can still have our sat nav out. Yeah, the front of the cab's nothing too special, but we might get around to it, we might not. We quite like the fact that it's just useful, utilitarian.
And the decor, the colour scheme is
you would think it was my idea, but it wasn't. Again, this is Neil. We have this wallpaper in our hallway and we absolutely love it. So it means that we have been able to bring a piece of home with us away.
Brilliant.
So, bathroom mirror, curtains from the house, blind from the house behind you, so that comes down to the dog board, which we've put in so the dogs can be free and they don't get out.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's absolutely lovely.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And one thing,
and it just drops
in addition to our commode, for your more basic needs,
because it's only got 4 bits of food and
in our cabinet in here, we have our very fancy, very useful piss pipe. For blokes like Neil, very easy. As a girl, I have a shiwi. Very important, very useful. Literally, piss pipe. And because we've got the tube long enough, just turn the hose around and you can rinse it out.
Brilliant.
In addition, we do have a Febreze spray because nobody wants said pongs anywhere near the bed.
That's brilliant. Brilliant idea.
So it goes in, you collect it, it's like a tub or something, do you?
No, we actually, I don't know if you want to
just go straight out.
bring the camera down. Let me just get that out of the way. It's not playing now. Can you see? It actually goes right through, down onto the floor.
And straight out.
Yeah, and because we rinse it out with water, it's not like it's going to be causing any upset to anybody.
No.
It's exactly the same as the dogs going outside.
Yeah. Or
Au naturel.
going round the back of the tree. To the bush.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what we've got in the back
In the back
is we have a shower system what hooks on here onto this top here. The pipe comes on with a hose lock, You know, so it just hooks in and pops on top. We have got a shower tent what hooks on as well, but we usually use just a shower curtain what comes across the top.
That's
and then
similar
it just
to what
pulls
we're looking at doing.
But it press studs on, you see at the bottom. So when the wind's blowing, you're not showing your ass. Which is also a bonus.
Well, we've been thinking that we've got to have magnets or something like that to hold it in place.
Yeah.
But
Press studs are really good
so
because
easy.
you've got to pull them off.
Yeah.
So the reason why we did the shower tent is because you can still see through the gap here.
Yes.
So it's a lot easier. In the left-hand side, we've still got the ambulance batteries.
Yeah.
No, the gel packs, which are 3 batteries together, all interlinked.
Yeah.
So them on their own are really expensive, but because you buy it with the battery, with the ambulance, it's so much easier.
Yeah. So and gel batteries means that you can
they can
stick them on the end,
stacked up on their ends,
and but all that wiring in there was in.
yeah, everything was in.
Yeah. So that makes life a lot easier.
So we've got the water filling system here.
Yeah.
So that just clips up, which I've neglected to do.
Yes,
because it stores
your
120
one job to
litres.
Your one job.
120 litres, and I forgot to fill it up.
One simple task,
And then we've got
to do it.
a gas flow system so that you can refill at petrol stations with the gas. Obviously, it's got the internal so that you can do your European and all that kind of stuff.
And that's the gas
And that's
box.
the gas box in the back.
Yeah.
There you go. I wanted to make this so that this is the duck board, what goes on the floor when you're taking a shower, so you're not stepping in mud.
All right.
So I wanted it to be able to lock as well, because I didn't want people to. I don't know whether Jessica's shown you the bed, how it extends on the inside.
She explained.
It also extends on the outside and clips onto these.
Right. Yes.
You know, on the outside, so that you can lie out under the stairs as well. But while you're doing that, somebody could always creep in underneath and take whatever you've got. So this here just links through and it locks up.
Yeah.
You know, so that nobody can get anything. So that unlocks. It pops off, and I've got a full-size mobility scooter, one of the off-roaders.
In the garage. A proper garage.
So
and
the rubber bump stops here clip into these, but because it's the ambulance with the air suspension on, it drops down to about this height, so that's pretty much flat, so that the mobility scooter can come in and out, you know, pretty easily. We've just got a couple of chairs stacked in there, but if you see the big Yakult tub.
Oh yes, your water.
The empty 120 litres. We use the suitcase generator.
Yeah.
Now, it's one of those cheap Chinese ones, but it's pretty good. You know, it runs really quiet, and it, as far as I can see, it runs as good as the Honda ones.
Right.
So
we've got one that we've had for years, a suitcase generator. We've not put it in, so it might be worth us thinking about carrying it with us as well.
yeah, pretty good. That's my pooches.
Yes, we met then.
But we just got the blue 240 volt.
Oh yeah.
If we ever did go on a campsite, we can use that.
Yeah.
Now, when I was little, my mum bought me a Tonka toy. So, but she only bought me the small one. So I had to have the big one. It's a big yellow Tonka toy. So there we go.
Brilliant, thank you. We also have air suspension. So that lowers the back end, and as we were saying, the ramp then is at a suitable angle for it to get the invalid scooter out, mobility scooter out. There we are, back up, raised up.